Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sah Viryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sadashivasamarambam Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Bande Guru Paramparam Narayanam Padmabhavam Vasishtam Shaktim Cha Tatputra Parasharam Cha Vyasam Shukam Gaudapadam Mahantam Govinda Yogindra Matasya Sishyam Sri Shankaracharya Matasya Padma Padam Cha Hastamalakam Cha Shishyam Tam Todakam Vartika Karamanyan Asmadgurun Santatamanatosmi Shruti Smriti Purana Namalayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Padam Shankaram Loka Shankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Bhatarayanam Sutrabhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram Maunam Vyakya Prakatita Parabrahma Tattvam Yuvanam Vashishtante Vasat Rishiganaihi Avrutam Brahmanishtaih Acharyendram Karakalida Chinmudramanandarupam Swatma Ramam Muditabadanam Dakshinamoorty Mide Sarvatmattvamiti sputikritamidam yasmadamushminstave tenasya shravanat tadarthamananat dhyanatcha sankirtanat sarvatmattvamahavibodhi sahitam syadishwaratvam tatah siddhyetat punarashtada parinatam cha aishwaryamavyahatam Avyahatam Aishwaryam Siddhyet. Unperishing, imperishable, unobstructable, Avyahatam. Hata means to destroy, Avyahatam. Avyahatam Aishwaryam Ashtada Parinatam Siddhihi Api Siddhyet. The eightfold different siddhis as well as the Ishwaratva, which is unobstructed, will be his. To whom? Asya Shravanat, Asya Shrotrasya, Dakshinamoorty Shrotrasya, Shravanat, Mananat, Dhyanatcha, Sankirtanat, Siddhyet. By listening to, reflecting upon, meditating on, even by singing. Along with what? Sarvatmatva vibhuti sputikritam idam asmin stave. In this very set of verses, which are basically explaining the nature of that reality, which is Ishwaratva, in the form of the self of all, Sarvatmatva vibhuti. Ishwaratvam is Sarvatmatva vibhuti. Sarva bhutaeshu eka eva atma tadatma aham iti vibhutihi iti jnanam. So we saw various siddhis have been explained, Anima, Garima, Mahima, Lagima, etc. We saw up to Lagima in the 12th verse, meaning Anima is ability to become minute and entering into all living beings. Atyantam Anushu Pranishu Atmatvena Praveshanam. Then comes the Mahima, at the same time, huge. Bahischa Antascha Vyapya Vrittitvam Aishwaryam. Enveloping entire universe from outside and inside. Then Garima Paramanu Sama Angasya Samruddha Dharana Karmani Gaurave Merutulyatvam. As heavy as that of the Meru mountain, even though the physically a person may be appearing to have reached the smallest portion, appearance. Or Mahameru Sama Angasya Sam Uddharana Karmani, even if the person who has the body like that of the Meru, but ability to even have so light, Lagave Tula Tulyatvam, like a dust. That's why the Upanishad says, Anoho Aniyan Mahato Magiyan Atmasya Janto Nihitam Guhayam. Atma is in the smallest creature also it is there, in the huge being is also there. It's heavy as well as most feather-like. Continuing in the next one, he says, that is, next one is known as Prapti. Prapti means obtainment. What does a Siddha will obtain? Patala vasina spumsaha Brahmalokavalokanam Praptirnama Maheshwaryam Sudushprapayamoginam Prapam ayoginam. Sudushprapam avayoginam. It is said that a person who has gained this sarvatmatva bhava, such an individual, patala vasina pumsaha brahmaloka avalokanam, staying in the patala loka. Patala means seventh world below. Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Rasatala, Talatala, Mahatala, Patala. Patala Loka, the seventh world below, can see the 14th world. Bhuhu Bhuha Suha Maha Janahatapa Satyam. So, one will be able to reach out from the Patala to Brahmaloka. That is to say, he has conquered all the regions to reach there. It is it's the ability to reach up to the highest point while staying in the lowest point. That is the idea here. And it is indicated that way. Patala vasinaha. Staying in the Patala, Pumsaha, Brahmaloka avalokanam. Praptir nama Aishwaryam Sudushprapam. It is very difficult for whom? Ayoginam. For those who are not the yogis, it is not possible to even think about it. So the loka is the lokyate iti lokaha, that which is subject to perception. Loka need not be a physical existence, it is the region of experience. Disney world, when you say universal world, is it another world? No, it's a field of experience. So the person may be in any world, but he will be able to access the highest world. So therefore, the yogi, it does not matter where he is. It does not matter whether he's in the Patala or in any other place. He will have access to all worlds up to the Brahmaloka. That's called Prapti. So that particular Siddhi also is. So next one is Prakamya. Prakamya. Praakamya. Kama is no desire. Akamya means whatever one desires, prakarshena, very well. Meaning this siddhi makes one able to get whatever one desires. He becomes aptakamaha. Everything that he desires, he would have achieved. An interesting thing is, akamaheva aptakamaha. One who does not have any desire only is as good as or much better than one who has accomplished all desires. Because a person accomplishing all desires also will have a doubt. Did I finish everything? You may think that you have the best car until you find the another one have bestest car. So, oh my God, I don't have that. But one who does not have any desire, you give anything, it doesn't matter to him. He doesn't even tuchhameva tasya. So here it is saying, Akasha gamanadinam. No, that is 14. Where am I? Correct, you are 14. Akasha. Anyasam siddhi sampadam. Svecha matrena samsiddhihi. Prakamyam abhidhiyate. Akasha gamanadinam anyasam. The ability to go in the air, flying in the air. Akashadi gamanadinam. We always feel like when we look at the bird, you think, I wish I could be a bird, So nice, just to flee. Can go from here to any place without getting caught in the traffic. Oh, I wish I had 2 wings. I can easily just fly wherever I want. I just have to think about it. When you look at a bird, you feel like, how nice it will be to just fly from one tree to another, eating the fruits and flowers and looking at the flowers, beautiful leaves, and then go to the next one. Wow, that going to work is such a pain, If only I can have fly. Now they are coming with fly taxi, air taxi. So you get on and then within within few minutes you are in the other end of the city. Flying. After something that also will get jammed. How many air taxis you can have? There also there will be a traffic signal. Stop suspended in the air. So this one is like that of one wishes to be in some other place, or wishes to obtain anything, or just to fly away. Akashadi gamanadinam anyasam. Of all other anything else one wants, siddhi sampadam, obtainment of those kind of various desirable things, swaichha matrena, by just wishing for it. Samsiddhihi prakamyam abhidhyate. That is called prakamya siddhihi. So that is one seeking what even without as even desiring, one obtains it, not need to put any effort at all. That kind of siddhi. Again, it is not to misunderstand that yogi will have so many desires. It's always true that such people who do not have any desire alone will get such kind of. And such people who have the ability will accomplish for others, not for themselves. Continuing here. Swasharira prakashena sarvartanam prakashanam prakashyam idam aishwaryam iti kejit prachakshate. Some people, instead of using the word prakamya, they consider it as prakashya. This siddhi is an alternative. It need not be prakamya, it can be prakashya. So, kinchit or kechit, some people, prakashya eva aishwaryam iti prachakshate. Some people say it is not prakamya, it is prakashya. What is prakashya? Swaswarira prakashena, by one's own physical body's illumination, sarva arthanam prakashanam, eliminating all objects around. The body exhibits or expresses brilliance. It is literally like sarvadwareshu dehesmin prakasha upajayate. Sattvam vivruddham yadi vidyat. When the sattva becomes very predominant, body himself becomes so resplendent. All sense organs becomes resplendent, bright. So it is said that when Bhagavan Krishna, when he used to steal the butter, he will go to the dark room and nobody, his friends would come, hey, we can't see anything, don't worry, I'm going inside. When he goes inside, the whole place becomes illumined. And they know exactly where the butter is. So, he doesn't need a light at all. Body himself becomes a light. Physically illuminating. So, that is what it is said to be a siddhi, which is the body becomes so bright and illuminating. And thus, swaprakashena sarvarthanam prakashanam. So that is considered as the alternative for prakamya is prakashya. The next one is ishitvam. Ishitvam is ability to having control over everything. Swa ichcha matrena lokanam srishtistityanta kartrita suryadinam niyoktritvam ishitvam abhidiyate. Ishitvam. Ish means to rule. Ish. So, ishitvam, ability to rule. So, it is jagat vyapara varjam iti nyayena yadyapi vidushaha loka vishaye swatantriyam varitam tatapi vishwamitradivat brahmanda stitaveva vapi kupa tataka nagari vana giri vihara sthala srishtyadi abhiprayam etat iti drashtavyam. Even though a Mahatma has no interest in ruling anything, but yet if he wishes, he can even create. Just like Vishwamitra did. Vishwamitra was approached by a king who wanted to go to the heavens with the body. When, according to the rule of the heavens, in the constitution of heaven, nobody is allowed to go with the body. So the Trishanku, when he approached Vishwamitra, he said to him, I am not allowed to go with the body into the heaven. Vishwamitra said, that is right. Indra won't allow it because by the constitution of heaven, you're not allowed to do that. There is no visa available for that. No special visa. Only even the best visa also where you cannot go with the body. So then, he knowing what will make Vishwamitra do this, he said, you are also saying this way. Who else said that? I mean, I thought you are better than anybody else, but I don't think you are. Then Vishwamitra, being by nature is a Rajarishi, the kingly, he gets very easily disturbed. Who else said that? That Vasishta. He said, Brahma is a Rishi also, probably like you, or better than you, it looks like. He said that you cannot go, and you also said the same. How then you are better than him? You got immediately very disturbed. He said that no, yes. Then I will say yes. Okay, then prove it. He expressed all his tapas, put all his tapas, and then sent him. Go with the body. I'll see what the Indra would do. Obviously, there the immigration department is very, very clear. He entered with the body. The immigration department, no, go back. I came with the power of Vishwamitra, whoever it be, just not allowed. Go. He was sent back. Vishwamitra got so angry. He said, you are not allowing the person whom I recommended to come into the heaven with the body. By the time he lost half of his powers because he used it. He said, if I am not, you are not allowed to go with the body into the heaven. I create a heaven for you. He created a heaven for Trishangu. It's called Trishanga Swarga, which had Brahmanda Sthiti, Sthitita Veva, like that of the Brahmanda which is created with Brahma. Vapi, well, Kupa, Tataka, Nagar, well, tanks and then rivers and cities, Vana, Giri, Vihara, forests, mountains, and all this he created. Srishti Aviprayam Etatiti. So, how could he do that? Because he had the Siddhi. What Siddhi? Ishitvam. So, this Trishangu, so now you don't ask me where is that now. So, the story says that there is a Trishangu Swarga is there. Those who neither go to hell nor heaven nor to Bhumi, they just stay around there. So, temporary stays there. It's a transit. Like when you go to another country, there's a transit hotel. That's called Trishanga Swargam. You are not inside the city. You're not allowed because you don't have a visa. Nor you are going back. You are left in a place where for some time to stay, and then afterwards you continue to travel wherever you have to go. It's a transit lounge. You get everything there, but not get into the city. So like that, Ishitvam, the ability to create, that is what is called a power, called another power which this yogis get it. Now, they also have the ability to even control Surya. Suryadinam niyoktatvam mishitvam. So they are the ability to even to control even the sun, sunrise, sunset, and all that. Continuing, Saloka Bala Sarvepi Loka Swavasha Vartinaha Tadeshwaryam Vashitvakyam Sulabam Shiva Yoginam. Next one is called Vashitvam. Ishitvam is to rule, Vashitvam is to control. Vash means to hold. Vashikaranam, Vashitvam. So, Ishitvam, while it is ruling over, giving commands, Vashitvam is where he can control the activities of the various forces. Bhagavan Krishna also says in Gita that I can make the rain come and make the rain stop also. I can do both. I can create the rain as well as I can stop the rain. Necessary. Just to keep on raining, then you have to stop it also. So similarly here, Sa Lokapala Sarvepi, keeping all the Lokapalas, those who are protectors of the world, Loka Swavashavartinaha, along with these people who are all the protectors of the world, they are called ruling deities. Lokapalaha, Sarvepi Lokaha Swavashavardhinaha, those who are the ability to hold them under one's control. Tad Aishwaryam, that power, Vashitvakyam, called Vashitvam. Sulabam Shiva Yoginam, it is so easy for those who are yogis worshipping Bhagavan Shiva as Sarvatma. Yasvaivam Brahmano Vidyat Tasya Deva Asanvashe iti mantra Swarupasya Pradi Nirdeshaka Ayam. This is an explanation on such a statement that has come from Taittiriya Upanishad. Yoginam Shamapati Adi Vashikaranam, the ability of the yogis to become the rulers of the whole universe. Kshamapati Adi Aishwaryam. So that is called Vashitvam. Continuing here, having explained what Anima, Mahima, Lagima, Garima, Prakamya, Praptihi, Prakamya, alternate is Prakashya. Ishitvam, Vashitvam. The Ashta Siddhis have been explained. Ashtata Parinadam cha, it is said. Then continuing here, in essence, such a person who knows Brahman as Sarvatma, he has total authority over everything. Yasvevam Brahmano Veti Tasya Deva Vashe Stitaha Kim Punak Shamapati Vyagra Vyala Stri Purushadaya Yasya Evam Brahmana Veti. Brahmana Veti Yasya Evam. This way, the one who is the knower of the Brahman, which is called Brahmana, Brahman Janadi Brahmana, the one who is the knower of that nature of Brahman as Sarvatma, then such a person, Tasya the Vashe Devaha Stitaha, Tasya Vashe, under his control alone, all the Devatas are. Bhagavan Krishna says in Gita, as a yogi, he is a Yogeshwara, Yogeshwara Krishna. Yepyanya Devata Bhaktaha Yajante Shraddhayanvitaha Tepi Mameva Kaunteya bhajanti avidhi purvakam. He says those people who are worshippers are other devatas also indirectly are worshipping me only. So all other devatas are also getting what, are able to give you whatever you want to give, are because of me only. So because he being the Yogeshwara, he is the best of the yogis. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna is said at the end also. Such a yogi he was, and he himself expressed this ability that all devatas are under my control. Devaha stitaha yasya vashe. Then kim punaha, what else to say about him? What more, or why it is not, he is not a Kshamapati. If you call him as a Kshamapati, meaning a ruler of the earth, not only Kshamapati, Vyagrapati, Vyalapati, Stripati, Purushapati, meaning all these are all under control only. Shama, that is the earth, Vyagra, tiger, Vyala, snakes, Stri, women, Purusha, men, all of them are under his control. Meaning he, by that very his presence, all of them will submit to him. That is the, one would say, Swamiji, how do we get that? Asya stotrasya shravanena mananat dhyanena samlabhyate. By this meditating upon this, listening to, reflecting, kirtanena. I just kirtana only will do. So that is the power of this Dakshinamoorty Stotram. This is a Falashruti, obviously. And what is this? It is not just a Stotra Patanam, Shravanam, but reaching the Sarvatma Bhava. What is this? Dakshinamoorty Stotram has taught us finally. It has taught us that there is one single reality. Alone is there, and alone is me, my nature. That realization. Sarvatma Bhava Samrajya Nirantarita Chetasam Paripakva Samadhinam Kim Kim Namana Siddhyati. Sarvatma Bhava Samrajya Nirantarita Chetasam. For the one who has his Chetas mind, in that Sarvatma Bhava Samrajya, in that kingdom of one universal self, which is the self of all, Nirantarita Chetasam, which is continuously undisturbed state of oneness, in that condition of oneness. This has come because of the practice of samadhi, which has become so mature. Paripakva samadhinam nirantarita chetasam kim kim namana siddhyati. What things cannot he can obtain. Meaning, he will obtain everything. And that the stories in the Puranas, etc., are explanation of this only. It is interesting, as Gurudev would Gurudev had clarified in many places, Hindu philosophy and religion are so interconnected. The philosophy is portrayed and demonstrated in the religion, and religious practice are explained in the philosophy. Why I am doing a particular thing, a puja or ritual or worship of the God, why, that is answered in the philosophy. How the philosophy to be practiced, that is explained in the religion. So either way you go, you become complete. You go to philosophy, you know exactly the purpose behind the religion. You understand the religion well, you know that it is a demonstration of philosophy. So when Krishna, when he was born in the jail, and Vasudeva, he wanted to protect the child. He did not know how, because that also will be killed by Kamsa. At that time, Krishna, as a young little infant, he says, "Don't worry, take me." But the jail locks are locked, and then there are guardians. Don't worry, just go. He was a Siddha Purusha, he was Bhagavan's avatar only. So as soon as he reached the door opened. What about the Dwarapalaka? They slept. And he walked, and then Yamuna was coming so high. And Vasudeva obviously was worried. What do I do? Don't worry, just walk. He was keeping everything under control. The water coming up, Gurudev used to say, water came up to his nose, not above that. And how did Bhagavan made sure that Yamuna does not drown Vasudeva? He put his foot down, little foot down, kept Yamuna under his feet. Chalo, Maya Pirav, don't come up. It's so beautiful. Vasudeva goes there, crossing over the Yamuna. See, this is demonstration of what? This Sarvatma Bhava. How so many gopikas were around him? Sarvatma Bhava. All are under control. That's what it's three. Vyagra, serpent and the tigers and men and the women, everybody. During the war, before the sunset, if a particular individual is not killed, Arjuna is said to be defeated. And the time is running out. Go on, Krishna, son, go late today. Until I say, just don't sit down, settle down. It's getting late. Okay, let Arjuna finish the job, and then you settle down. It doesn't matter. Under control. So it is a demonstration of these great powers in those stories. And that is why religion is an explanation of the philosophy. Well, the philosophy, the demonstration of the philosophy is religion. Explanation of the religion is the philosophy. Sarvatmatva bhava sambrajya nirantarita chetasam, one who is uninterruptedly engaging in the king, living in the kingdom of the Sarvatmatma Bhava, Paripakva Samadhinam, one whose mind has become very mature due to the practice of Samadhi. Kim namana siddhyati, what all things cannot be obtained. Stotrame tat patet dhiman Sarvatmatvascha bhavayet Arvachine spruham muktva Phale swargadi sambhave. Having explained the various powers and siddhis and that are obtainable, even the Brahmaloka can be seen and reached by a person by just thought of it. But finally, what does he say? Swargadi sambhave arvachine phale spruham tektva muktva. Muktva, having become released from what? Swargadi sambhave phale arvachine phale. Arvachina means insignificant. The insignificant results of obtainment of heaven, etc. Spruham muktva, kamam muktva, the desire to reach those kind of temporary experiences such as reaching the heaven, etc. Dhiman, a man who has got not only intellect or buddhi, viveka buddhi, but vairagya sahita viveka buddhiman, Stotram etat patet. Let's study this Stotram. Then Sarvatma Bhavacha Bhavayet. And one should Bhavayet, Dhyanam Kuryat. One should meditate upon Sarvatma Bhava. See, if one wants to experience Surga, experience of particular field of experience, one has to prepare for that and mind thinking about that only. See, if a phalam, if I am thinking about, I cannot be thinking about Sarvatma Bhava. If I am desirous of experiencing some objects of the world, my mind will be thinking about becoming the self of all or being the universal being. If the mind is able to dwell on that universal nature of the reality, for such a person, obviously, there is no more interest in arvachina phalam. Arvachina phalam means alpa phalam. Phalamashashvatam gati nirodhakam. Karmanaha phalam ashashvatam. Iti jnatva te from that tasmat muktva, from that thought having been released, one meditates on sarvatmatvascha bhavayet stotram etet etat patet. May one read this statement in this stotram while keeping the mind in sarvatma bhava. May one renounce the desire to reach heaven, etc. It may come to him, but he would not be interested in that. Like Nachiketas, not interested. Keep it to yourself. I have no interest in those things. Because the joy that one gets of that Sarvatma Bhava is unlimited. See, if I experience something and my experience is limited to my faculties, correct? If I experience the world from me as well as another person, think of it. How much my experience will be. With this physical body, what I experience is limited. If I have myself in another body also, my experience is double or not? More and more. And if you are the self of all, what would be your experience? Think. Your experience is multifold. When you have become the self of all beings, what would be your experience? See, now with these two eyes and one nostril, one nose, and then one tongue, etc., how much we experience? We have two tongues, then it will be more experience. 4 eyes, you can see more. Virtual VR, you can see. You can see this, what is happening here also, there also, behind also. If you have 1,000 eyes, what would be seen? Sarvasra Purishirsha Purusha Sahasrakshasrama. Then all heads, all hands, all feet, all eyes, all nose, all. That is Sarvatma Bhava. When that, where is the need to go anywhere? Ihaiva Sargam. Here itself is your Sargam. So one should meditate on the Sarvatma Bhava. Sargadi Sajyam Samrajyam Manute Nahi Panditaha Tadeva Tasya Samrajyam Yattu Swarajyam Atmani. Panditaha Swargadi Rajyam Samrajyam Nahi Manute. For the Pandit, the Swargarajya is not at all Samrajya. Yeah, it's not a kingdom at all. Because there also everything is experienceable through the senses and subject to causing some kind of a loss of energy, tiredness, and externally they are. But what is that Samrajya which they enjoy? Swarajyam Atmani. Tadeva tasya Samrajyam. The kingdom is within you. That kingdom alone they enjoy. Atmanyeva Atmana Tushtaha Tasya Karyam na vidyate. Bhagavan Krishna, in the introductory part of the nature of the self itself, he said, Prajahadi yada kaman sarvan partha manogadan atmanyeva Atmana Tushtaha Siddha Prajnastada Uchate. He enjoys his own being, his own self all the time. So कोई अवश्य नहीं है, कोई वस्तु का अवश्य नहीं है. For them, such any other external experience is not necessary. His own kingdom within. So that is why Mahatmas are so happy, and you don't need ask them a reason. Why are you happy? So then they will simply ask, why should there be a reason to be happy? अब क्यों खुश हो? खुश होने का कोई कारण होगा ना क्या? Do I have to give you a reason to be happy? You are unreasonably happy. We are not able to understand because we always need a reason to be happy. He is unreasonably happy. Happy because I am happiness. I am dwelling in the happy self. I don't need an external thing to make me happy, nor do I ever come out of it. Then Tadeva tasya samrajyam yastu swarajyam atmani. So, and this kingdom, nobody can take it away from me, right? Any other external kingdom, after some time, somebody can take it away. This swarajyam, swaraj, so this is my own kingdom. Sarvatma bhavanavantam sevante sarvasiddhayah tasmadatmani samrajyam kuryan niyatamanasah. All the siddhis that have been spoken so far, sarva siddhayah sevante, they worship whom? Sarvatma bhavanavantam, bhavanavan bhavanavantam, Bhagavan bhagavantam. That one who has gained that sarvatma bhava, all siddhis go and worship him. Meaning, all of them are ready to serve him. Tell me what we should do to you, what we can do for you. A person who has gained that absolute oneness with the self, all other siddhis are at his doorstep, ready to serve him. Interesting thing is, he will look at all of them. I don't need anything from you. Because he has reached that point only because he doesn't want anything else. Sarva siddhayah sevante sarvatmatva bhavanavantam. Tasmat, therefore, niyatamanasah, a person with his mind under absolute control, atmani samrajyam kuryat. May one discover the inner kingdom. The kingdom of the heaven is within you. And that kingdom you rule, knowing that alone is the only kingdom that is there. So, because you see, we are also kings, Don't you know we are all kings? Working, eating, smoking, talking, sulking, waking. We're also king only. But these are all we do because we are interested in the world. But he alone is the king who does not do any kind of working. He is the king, not working and talking and all. Just king. Such a king who what Atmanaha Samrajyam Kuryat. Atmani Samrajyam Kuryat. He is only interested in one kingdom. That is called Atma King. He is not doing any other thing other than remaining in his own self as the highest kingdom, and this is what is to be done. This is like an instruction he gives. Yehi karna hai kuryat. And the guidance of the Guru is the most important in this, because he alone can obviously guide the student towards that kingdom. Even though it is within us, we are groping in the darkness. Even though it is there, we lost the key to open it. The very interesting point in this is the room in which we are locked is locked from outside while the key is within in your pocket. Think about it. If the room in the room, you're locked from outside. Key is with you. Now what will you do? Nobody can open it, and you can also not open it because you have to go out to open it. Now, in this condition, think of it. What will you do? Inside the room, outside it is locked, and the key is inside your pocket. Now what will you do? Not windows are also there. Now, in this condition, only thing that you can do is remain wherever you are and enjoy. Nobody can disturb you. Nobody can come inside, right? अंदर से कोई बाहर न जा सके, बाहर से कोई अंदर ना आ सके. Outside nobody can come inside. Inside you cannot go outside also. सोचो कभी ऐसा होता क्या? What happens then? चाबी खो जाओ. Chavi is also gone. The key gets also out. Key, you cannot use the key also. You just look at the key. What do I do with this? So this is the beauty. Enjoy your own being. Nobody can disturb you, but nobody can enter into that. Nor you have any intention to go out. That is the kingdom. And to reach that point of total contentment, yasya deve para bhaktihi yata deve tada gurau tasyaite kaditahi artaha prakashante mahatmanah. Artaha mahatmanah prakashante. Ete kaditahi artaha. Ete Upanishad kaditaha artaha. Shastra kaditaha artaha. Vedanta Shastra kaditaha artaha prakashante. So, the essential teachings of the Upanishads and Vedanta will be completely revealed to that person. They themselves reveal themselves. Prakashante, artaha prakashante. They reveal their own inner essence. To whom? Yasya guru bhaktihi. One who has total devotion to the Guru. As much as he has devotion to one's own chosen deity. Yasya deve bhaktihi yata deve tada guru. One who has that devotion to the Guru as much as one has for the Lord, that same, if not more, devotion. In Tulsi Ramayana, so Bhagavan Sri Rama advising Shabari, he says, best devotee is one who devotes completely to his Guru. More than me, he says. Mere se abhi adhik. He must have devotion more than the devotion that he has for me to his Guru. I consider that I am as a Bhakta. So, it's not no exaggeration here. This is said in Shweta Ashvatara Upanishad. Yasya Deve, completely lifted without any paying any copyright. Straight away lifted from Shweta Ashvatara Upanishad. What? Yasya Deve Para Bhaktihi Yata Deve Tada Guru. Para Bhaktihi. Para Bhakti means unconditional love called devotion. Deve para bhaktihi yata tata eva gurau. Tasya, to such a person, ete kadita hi artaha, these essential secrets of all these scriptures, mahatmanaha, to that person who is a mahatma, prakashante. And this nature of this knowledge is self-revealing. Like a lamp, when you keep it somewhere, you don't need another lamp to show it, right? Yata deepo anya deepa icha. Deepasya anya deepa na icha. Meaning there is no need, requirement of any another light to show this light. One light is there, that is itself is self-revealing. In the same way, this self-revealing secret it is. That is why it is said in the next verse, Prakashatmikaya Shaktya Prakashanam Prabhakaraha Prakashayati yo Vishwam Prakashoyam Prakashatam. The Prakasha word he has used so many times. Prakashatmikaya, Prakashanam, Prakashayati, Prakashaha, Prakashatam. Kash means to manifest. Kashate idi kashi. That which shines by itself. And that which shines everywhere is called Akash. Samantat kashate idi akasha. A lamp is called prakasha. Lamp has got prakasha because it reveals everything around it. Once the lamp is lit, it illumines everything that is around it. In the absolute darkness where you cannot see anything, one single lamp will reveal whatever is there in that room, wherever it can reach. Interesting thing is, in which direction it went, you don't know. Can you say the light now? I'm putting that now. Which direction the light went? There's no direction. It goes everywhere at the same moment. Prakashatmikaya Shaktya. With the ability to illumine everything, even Prakashanam Pravakaraha. It can illumine all that which illumines everything else. Like that of the sun or the Surya or Nakshatra or Agni. There are three sources of life it is said to be: Soma, Surya, Agni. Soma is reflection of the sun, and the same sun makes the ability of the wood to reveal the inherent power of fire. So that light, yo vishwam prakashayati, sarvam prakashayati, that which reveals and illumines everything, ayam prakashaha, this self-illuminating presence called consciousness, prakashatam, may it shine. This is like a ashirvada or a blessing. by the final words of Sureshwaracharya is, he says this, Tadeva Shesham Stotram Tatparyateha Vyakyaya Grandha Prajaya Vigna Upashantaye Shishta Achara Lakshanam Mangalam Vastu Nirdeshatmakam Acharati. This is called Mangalam. Mangalam means the concluding prayer or concluding blessing. What may the self, the Atman, which is self-illuminating and illuminates the entire world, may that be illumined in you. Prakashaha ayam prakashaha, this self-resplendent, prakashatam, may it illumine. What is that? Yaha vishwam prakashayati, that which reveals the entire world. How? Prakashit atmikaya shaktya, by its nature of being resplendent. Prakashanam prabhakaraha, even those which are secondary illuminator, it gives the light to all of them. May that light. That's why Bhagavan Krishna also says that Jyotisham api tajyotihi tamasa paramuchyate. Jyotisham api tajyoti. Among the light, it is the greatest light. Tamasaha param is beyond the darkness. So that self-resplendent self, may it be illumined in your own heart. This way he gives the blessing. Idi Sri Dakshinamoorti. Sorry, Idi Sri Dakshinamoorti. Stotrartha Pradipadake. Prabande Manasollase. Dashamollasa Sangraha. Thus the 10th verse of Dakshinamoorti, on that the Ullasa, Manasollasa, has been completed. So that is the concluding of the 10th verse, but actually it is a conclusion of the entire, all the 10 verses. That's why it is said in the next verse, Idi Sri Sureshwaracharya Kritam Manasollasakyam Dakshinamurti Stotra Bhava Artha Vartikam Samaptam. Vartikam. Vartikam is glossary of these verses. Whenever you say Vartikacharya, it refers to Sureshwaracharya. Vartikakara. Sureshwaracharya, he wrote Vartika on Guru Bhagavan Shankaracharya's compositions. Therefore, Sri Sureshwaracharya Kritam Manasollasakyam Dakshinamoorti Stotra Bhavartha Vartikam, the commentary on that, which is known as Manasollasa Samaptam. So all the 10 verses have been completed, and Bhagavan Sri Shankaracharya's this beautiful composition is illumined our ways, hopefully, and had given us such a deep understanding, thanks to the help of our Vartikakara Sureshwaracharya, who revealed the inner secrets of this great composition known as Dakshinamoorti. We'll read the 10 verses quickly and then conclude together. Vishwam darpana drishyamana nagari tulyam nijantargatam pashyannatmani mayaya bahirivodbhutam yatha nidraya yas sakshat kurude prabodha samaye swatmanamevadvayam tasmai Sri Gurumurtaye namayitam Sri Dakshinamurtaye. Bijasyantarivangkuro jagatidam prang-nirvikalpam punaha maya kalpita desha kala kalana vai chitra chitri kritam मायावीव विजृम्भयत्यभिमः योगी वयस्वेच्छया तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नम इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये यस्यैव स्फुरणं सदात्मकमसत्कल्पार्थकं भासते साक्षात् तत्त्वमसीति वेदवचसा यो बोधयत्याश्रितान् यः साक्षात्करणात् भवेन्न पुनरावृत्तिर्भवाम्भोनिधौ तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नम इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये नानाचित्रघटोदरस्थितमहादीपप्रभाभास्वरम् ज्ञानं यस्य चक्षुरादिकरणद्वारा बहिस्पन्दते जानामीति तमेव भान्तमनुवादि एतत् समस्तं जगत् तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नम इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये देहं प्राणमपीन्द्रियाण्यपि चलां बुद्धिं च शून्यं विदुः स्त्रीबालान्तजडोपमास्त्वहमिति भ्रान्ता वृषम्वादिनः मायाशक्तिविलासकल्पितमहाव्यामोहसंहारिणे तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नम इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये राहुग्रस्तदिवाकरेन्द्रसदृशो मायासमाच्छादनात् सन्मात्रकरणोपसंहरणतो यो बोत्सुषुप्तः पुमान् प्रागस्वाप्समिति प्रबोधसमये यः प्रत्यभिज्ञायते तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नम इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये बाल्यादिष्वभिजाग्रतादिषु तदा सर्वास्ववस्त्वास्वपि व्यावृत्तास्वनुवर्तमानमहमित्यन्तःस्फुरन्तं सदा स्वात्मानं प्रकटीकरोति भजतां यो मुद्रया भद्रया तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नम इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये विश्वं पश्यति कार्यकारणतया स्वस्वामि सम्बन्धतः शिष्याचार्यतया तदेव पितृपुत्रात्यात्मना भेदतः स्वप्ने जागृति वाय एष पुरुषो माया परिभ्रामितः तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नम इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये भूरम्बास्य नलो निलोऽम्बरमहर्नाथो हिमांशु पुमान् इत्याभाति चराचरात्मकमिदं यस्यैव मूर्त्यष्टकम् नान्यत् किञ्चन विद्यते विमृशतां यस्मात् परस्मात् विभोः तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नम इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये सर्वात्मत्वमिति स्फुटीकृतमिदं यस्मात्तमस्मिंस्तवे तेनास्य श्रवणात् तदार्थमननात् ध्यानाच्च संकीर्तनात् सर्वात्मत्वमहाविभूतिसहितं स्यादीश्वरत्वं ततः सिद्ध्येतत् पुनरष्टधा परिणतं च ऐश्वर्यमव्याहतम्. All right. ओम सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्. ओम शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. हरिः ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. हरिः ओम.